Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Today, we're going to be talking about exponent laws, and more specifically, the zero exponent law and the negative exponent law. And we will get into the other exponent laws in a future video. But for today, specifically, we're just going to focus on zero exponent law and negative exponent law. So the zero exponent law states that anything to the power of zero equals one, except for zero. Zero to the power of zero is not defined. And so, therefore, anything to the power of zero other than zero itself is one. So, an example of that is 3 to the power of zero is equal to 1. The negative exponent law says that so long as x does not equal to zero, that whenever we have a negative exponent, we take the reciprocal in order to turn the exponent positive. So x to the power of negative n is equal to 1 over x to the power of positive n. Or, for example, 3 to the power negative 2 is equal to 1 over 3 to the power positive 2, which is 1 over 9. Okay, so let's simplify these expressions based on these two laws we just learned. 10 to the power 0. Well, we know that anything to the power of 0 equals 1, so that's just going to be 1. 2 to the power of 0, also 1. Negative 5.5 to the power of 0, 1. 3 pi to the power 0, also 1. And 0 to the power of 0, well, that's the only exception to the rule. This would be undefined. However, anything else to the power 0 is 1. Okay, let's do the second row now. 4 to the power of negative 3. Well, that's the same as 1 over 4 to the power of positive 3. And then 4 to the power of 3 in general is just 4 times 4 times 4. And that's 64. So the answer is 1 over 64 for this one. Then we have negative 2 to the power negative 2. So again, we take the reciprocal, 1 over negative 2 squared. And what is negative 2 squared? Well, that would be negative 2 times negative 2, which is 4. So the answer is 1/4 here. Cool. Okay. What about negative 2 to the power negative 3? Well, that would be 1 over negative 2 cubed. What is negative 2 cubed? That's negative 2 times negative 2 times negative 2, which is negative 8. And then because it's considered bad form to have a negative in our denominator, I'm just going to put it out front and say that the answer is negative 1/8. Okay, then we have 7 to the power negative 1. So that's the same as 1 over 7 to the power 1. And 7 to the power 1 is just 7. So 1 over 7. And then for our very last one here, we have 5 to the power of negative 4. So that's the same as 1 over 5 to the power 4. And what is 5 to the power 4? It's 5 times 5 times 5 times 5. And that is going to be 625. So the final answer is 1 over 625. And there we go.